everyone! Today we are going to do a foundation review. It's the Clinique Even Better Fresh Hydrating and Repairing Makeup. So I ordered it online. As you can see, the box is quite dark, so I think I might have ordered the wrong color, but we're going to go with it. We're just going to roll with it, and if I have to put bronzer on my neck, we'll put bronzer. This foundation was $32 on Ulta's website. All right, who it's for? It says dry combo, and oily combo, which is quite a weird thing when I saw that, because you don't normally see oily and dry being using the same foundation. Not normally. There's a rare occasion when it does happen, but not normally. Okay, so 24-hour hydration with flawless full coverage and natural finish creates a poreless look, smooths and plumps for younger looking skin. The key ingredients in this, the good ingredients in this, is there is hyaluronic acid, which is great. There are a lot of peptides, well, there is a few peptides, I should say, which is great, and there's salicylic acid. So those are the good ingredients in it. Okay, so it says how to use it: start in center of face, blending outward, build coverage as needed. Which also makes me a little questionable, because if this is a full coverage foundation, full coverage is like the top you want to be, I guess. You don't, what's above full? I don't know. So I don't know how you build it, unless they're saying you can build it to a full coverage, but then it's not really full. Anyways. All right, let's give it a go. Let's try it. I was gonna prime today, and I usually use the Tarte Pore Primer right in here, but the claims were that it is poreless. So we're not going to add the poreless primer. Yeah, that's really dark. Squeeze some out onto my hand. And I'm gonna use a beauty blender. So what I normally do is I just kind of dot it all over my face. This is really dark. I really hope it doesn't oxidize, because I'm gonna look like an Oompa Loompa if this oxidizes, which I'm kind of thinking it's going to by how orange it's getting. It feels a little thicker, to be honest. It's definitely not full coverage right off the bat. So I'm just gonna add a couple more dots to like where I'm red, and we'll see if we can build it up to be a little more full coverage. This is not the easiest to build up, because it's a really thick and it's really sticky. It doesn't build up very easy, and it's drying down really fast. Let me just try and put a little more. I feel like it's almost looking a little patchy where I've been trying to build it up. It's definitely oxidizing, because I just, as I added some fresh foundation from the back of my hand, it's a little bit lighter. So it's definitely gonna oxidize. It just feels a little bit tacky, which is not what I'm used to. If you work fast though, it is building. I could see it if you worked fast, building it to a full coverage foundation. It has oxidized quite a bit. Can you see how orange my face is compared to my neck? I'm gonna have to correct that with bronzer, obviously. This is the old swatch on my hand. This is the fresh swatch, so you can see how much it's gonna oxidize. I can still see through it a little bit. Like, it's not fully covering, but I'm not gonna keep building it because of how kind of thick and sticky it was. I don't want it to be a cakey mess. I guess I could say it filled my pores a little bit, but nothing compared to when I do have like a pore primer underneath. So I would suggest still wearing, if pores are your problem, to wear like your pore primer that you normally wear underneath. I'm gonna give it a minute to like set, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. I will be back. Okay, we are back. Here's my thoughts on this foundation. It was very sticky. I have really dry skin. I live in the desert, and I normally don't have to set my foundation. I had to set my foundation today because it was just tacky and sticky. So I had to set my whole face. Even though I set it, I still felt like I had a hard time applying my usual bronzer. I felt like it's just I felt like it was more difficult. It was a little patchy. I had to go over it with a beauty blender to really blend it out, and I didn't like that. I can feel the foundation. It feels heavy and thick, and I don't love that as well. I don't think it's full coverage. I definitely think it's I would say medium coverage, but not full. You're gonna have to build it up to get full. But it does look good. It does look healthy. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in so you guys can see it up close. So I don't know if you can see right here, I have like a little red pimple coming through, and it's still coming through. It is looking good. I don't like the heavy, thick, sticky feel that I'm feeling from it, but maybe that will go away. I feel like you can kind of see the foundation, like you can really see it sitting on the skin, but maybe that will go away if it's a hydrating foundation. Sometimes it just takes a minute for foundations to like melt into your skin a little bit. This one just feels slightly heavy, and I don't love that. I'll do check-ins throughout the day, maybe twice, and one in the middle of the day and one at the end of the night. Right now it is 11:30 in the afternoon, so I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Bye. All right, guys, we're in for a second checkup. All right, it's 4:30. It's been several hours. I got my nails done today. Pretty much just blends in. I kind of like regret. I think I should have gone darker. They're almost like too light and they blend in now. I kind of regret the choice altogether, to be honest, because I feel like nails, I have really big, long hands. I feel like nails just make it worse, like make it more pronounced. So, oh, and I changed because it snowed here. Spring is not coming. It snowed, and it just made me so upset that I was like, you know what? I just want to be warm and cozy, and that meant a hoodie. Honestly, that's my life though. I always get like pretty and cute in the morning, and then by like halfway through the day, I'm in jeans and sneakers and a hoodie. That's my life. All right, let's look at this foundation and see how it's doing. Okay. Not bad. It's actually quite luminous now. It's got a really luminous finish to it. Pores are really pronounced though, and it's probably because I'm so used to using my pore primer and I didn't use it today. So I'm like releasing my pores, but overall it's done okay. I could use a little bit of powder in my T-zone. It does kind of give you that natural flawless look a little bit. Hi, Koa. Hi. You're my boy, always in my videos. And it just feels kind of heavy still, and I'm not loving that. It looks okay though. Hi, come here. Give me hugs, I've missed you all day. Was that you practicing your piano? Yeah. If you don't have dry skin, I could see this being really, really oily for you because I'm getting some oiliness in my T-zone. So I'm just gonna quickly kind of touch up the oily areas and just see how it does with some powder over top. Even though the crazy thing is I set the whole thing today. This is not for oily skin. If I set this morning and I'm getting some oil shining through because I have dry skin, yeah, it looks good. It is actually coming off a little bit right here. Now that could be, I could have like been touching my face right there because it's not coming off on this side. So it could be because I was touching my face. It has broken up around my nose. It's like completely kind of worn off around my nose and it's really breaking up in there. I don't like that it moves around when I touch my skin because, you know, the truth is I do touch my skin throughout the day and I don't want my foundation to be like slipping and sliding around when I do. So far, not horrible. We're gonna do a check-in at the end of the night. The last check-in will be in a few hours and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so end of the night. End of the night, my natural light is gone. I've just got a bright like box light, but it's not the best light on. So if the lighting is bad, I'm so sorry, but that's what we have to work with because I waited a little bit too long. It is 9 o'clock at night. Looks quite nice. I am having some like, can you see some like oil right here and right here, and you can kind of see it right here. I'll do a close-up again of it coming through, and that's after I powdered halfway through the day. My blush and highlight and everything is still on full throttle, so it's not like wearing off bad. So let's zoom in and I'll get you guys like a good look. As I turn, you can kind of see that there's like oil right here a little bit. So it is definitely hydrating. Can you see that? I mean, this is highlight, but you can see it on my forehead too, that just this sheen. And I did powder, so it is actually quite luminous and dewy. You know, you can definitely see my pores right here, so I don't think it's pore filling. But up here in my lines, in my forehead lines, you don't really see like foundation in them. So it didn't really settle in them. It broke up around my nose a tiny bit, not a lot though. I was expecting it to continue and it didn't continue breaking up. Can you kind of see how my whole face is just kind of dewy? Oh, you can kind of see right here that it's a little patchy. Would I totally recommend this? It's just kind of like a so-so foundation. It's just like, it has good things about it and it has things that I don't like about it. So I wouldn't say this is horrible. If you like Clinique foundations, go give it a try, especially if you have really, really dry skin. It's just not my favorite. So leave it at that. I can't really recommend it, but I'm also not gonna say that it's horrible. Sorry, it's just so-so, but that's really how I feel about it. It's like, oh, it's just so-so. There's better foundations out there, but it's not a horrible foundation. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this review. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.